If you ever dreamt of using a 5G phone, your dream might just be about to become a reality. This is the Itel P55 5G, the most affordable 5G phone in 2023. This year, Itel keep breaking records left, right, top, center, bottom, everywhere. The only record they have not broken yet is making foldable phones. Even the camera now has new features like never before. 2024 is going to be so tough for all Itel critics. Thank God I have never criticized Itel in my entire life before. Those of you that will come to the comment and you will start criticizing Itel in the comments, I have taken screenshots of all your comments so that you will not come and deny it tomorrow. Itel's first 5G phone is powered by the MediaTek Dimensity 6080 6nm chipset. This is a fairly strong 5G processor, the same one that powers the Infinix Note 30 5G, Redmi Note 30 and the Tecno Pova 5 Pro. The price of the Itel P55 5G is 140,000 naira. I have never been satisfied with Itel's choice of processors. The thought that Itel will make a 5G phone in 2023 would hardly be imagined by anyone. I thought it would take many more years before Itel could make its first 5G phone. But here we are. They didn't just make a 5G phone, they made the cheapest 5G phone. There's a difference there, and kudos to Itel. What else can we find in Itel's first 5G device? It is worth mentioning that it has a 50 megapixel main camera and an 8 megapixel front camera. It has an 18-watt charging capacity, which Itel claimed that 10 minutes of charge will take you 3 hours of chatting. It also comes with a 90Hz screen refresh rate on an IPS display of 720 by 1612 pixels in resolution. If you watched my review of the Itel P55 Plus that I uploaded a few days ago, the specifications are similar to the P55 5G. They have a lot of features in common. Sincerely, I'm happy that there's a company called Itel that makes it possible for budget phone users to own a 5G smartphone. Now, to make this happen, cutting edge is very necessary. So there are a lot of features you will find in other 5G smartphones that are not here in this phone. We'll talk more about that in a moment. All the phones in the P55 series have the same packaging box. Itel did not make any special preference for the P55 5G. Cut the box open, you will find the phone first. The next item under the phone is the SIM eject pin. I guess it is the same for all the phones in the series as well. Next is the bumper case, followed by the 18-watt charger, the Type-C cable, and the earpiece. Does the P55 5G looks like a 5G device? If I'm buying this phone because it's a 5G device, then I want to feel the 5G vibe in the design. There are a lot of ladies that will buy a 5G phone and instead of keeping it in their purse when they are walking, this is how they will hold the phone, so that everyone will know that they have a 5G phone. Criticize them all you want, that's your business, it is important to them. Now the question is, if I show somebody this design and tell the person that this is a 5G phone, will the person accept it or argue? As for my personal opinion, Itel could not have come up with a better design, so let's give them a credit here. This is their first ever 5G phone and they came up with this design. Last year, when Tecno launched the Camon 19 Pro 5G, the design is so similar to this phone, but no one complained about the design then. So why should we not be satisfied with the design now? No, I think the question should be, why does Transsion Holding like copying people's design every time? Did I just say that? No, I didn't. At the back of the phone are two cameras, the main 50 megapixel sensor and the secondary sensor. It has a dual flashlight and a 5G logo differentiating it from the P55 Plus. It does not support front flashlight and charging indicator light. The SIM tray, looking more modern, supports 2 SIM cards and a memory card. This one is the only device in the series that supports this particular SIM tray. It has a single speaker setup and the sound is pretty loud. The fingerprint scanner is attached to the power button and unlocks the device fast. There is this viewer with the username Kingsley. He asked me some questions regarding the P55 5G and he says, I have a question about the Itel P55 5G. Does it have the Havana Assistant or you need to activate it? Is the 50 megapixel camera clear? And how about the 8 megapixel? Does it have a dynamic bar? And is the processor a capable one for its weight? Let me quickly answer your question. Dynamic bar, yes. Havana Assistant, yes. Since Tecno Ella refused to marry me, will you marry me?
Marriage is a personal decision that I have not yet made.
Will you marry me?
I am still young and have many experiences to have before considering marriage.
How clear are the front and back cameras and how strong is the processor? We'll talk about it in a moment. I have said a lot in this video already, yet not everyone have liked and subscribed to my channel and I begin to wonder why. So please hit the like button now and be sure to subscribe to my channel. Just in case you want to buy this phone, be sure to use the link in the description as well. Itel has made at least 3 unique adjustments to the camera interface. First, if you want to see all the camera modules, there is this new 3 parallel lines that will take you there instead of scrolling all the modules to the end before you get there. The second adjustment is that you can now rearrange all the camera modules based on your preference. Finally, you can change the way you view the camera module by switching between list view and grid view. Starting with the main camera, you won't believe that the Itel P55 5G now supports the dual camera mode. What this means is that you can use both the front and the back camera to record a video at the same time. It also comes with some customization and doesn't matter whether you are recording in 1080p or 720p resolution. So guys, this is the dual video mode of the camera. One of the back camera is actually facing my laptop, and this is the script for the video while I'm writing the script, and the front camera is facing me now. So I'm going to touch where I'm writing on the script right now. It says, starting with the main camera, you won't believe that the Itel P55 5G now supports dual camera mode. Well, obviously you heard me say it just before I played this video. Let me turn the camera around so that the front camera now sees the laptop, while the back camera will not be focused on me. As I do so, you'll find out that my face now that is talking on top will not be displayed at the bottom. So let's see. So you can see me. I can't actually see myself because I was actually seeing myself when the phone was facing me. But right now it's the back camera that is facing me, so I don't really know if I'm well positioned, but at least you get the point. Another fine feature of this camera is the sky shot mode. It is the same as the one found on some Techno phones, and what it does is change the sky behind you. The last new feature here is the slow motion mode. Not only that the camera supports the slow motion mode, but you can actually choose between 120 frames per second and 240 frames per second. Only a few phones can let you do this. The P55 Plus does not even come with a slow motion mode, so this is a big win for the P55 5G. The Super Night mode does well here. At least one can tell what is in the picture because of the additional enhancement. The flashlight made the picture perfect. Now let's focus on the quality of images from the main camera. Pictures are sharp with more details when compared with the camera of the Itel P55 Plus. Portrait mode also seems to be better too. For a 50 megapixel sensor on a budget 5G device, images from this camera are incredibly lovely. One little downside is that pictures can sometimes become too bright. Video footage too makes a lot of sense. The camera allows for manual focus level before hitting the record button. The front camera is also amazing, taking good pictures. The video mode is also good in recording usable portrait videos. So if it is videos you intend to use on TikTok or on YouTube, the front camera can cover this. It is also very clear when making video calls with it. You know, one of the things I like about this front camera is that it has the ability to blur your background. Like if you see the roof above me, you can see that the roof is kind of blurred. And I can actually change that if I want to change it, if I want to make it clearer. This is a little better. Should I say a little or much better than the front camera of the Itel P55 Plus? So maybe in a future video, I might actually do a comparison of the two videos, but the two phones rather. But this camera for 8 megapixel, I think Itel did a whole lot of work here. There is a saying that every good thing has its own disadvantages. This is a 5G device, it's a good thing, but the display resolution is only 720 by 1612 pixels. When I did the review of the Itel P55 Plus, I suggested that a 1080 pixel by 2400 pixel would have been better. This device needs that display even more. It has a 90Hz refresh rate, scrolling is smooth, and touch response is very fast as well. It doesn't have a punch hole notch selfie camera setup as I hope, but the water drop notch somehow managed to accommodate the dynamic bar. Users of this phone might still have to contend with the huge bezels all around the phone. The entire display is not befitting for a 5G device, but now that we are paying less for it, we shouldn't complain. Gaming should not be a problem with the Itel P55 5G because of the processor. I intend to make a comparison video between all the phones in the Itel P55 series, and in that comparison video, I intend to talk about the performance, overheating, and battery drainage. Since there is an 18-watt charger in the box, charging the battery from 0 to 100% should take a little over 1 hour. This Itel P55 5G is simply a budget phone, just like every other budget phone you already know. You can think of the Techno Spark 20, Infinix Hot 40 and the Itel S23 Plus. The difference is that this one is built on a 5G chipset, which makes it support 5G internet connection. It also supports new camera features, and I think it is cool. And finally, the design is gorgeous. One more thing guys, let's be serious for once. A lot of people keep telling me in the comment that they can never buy an Itel phone because of past ugly experiences. I was once like that. But this year alone, Itel has done so much to earn our trust. It is this year that Itel introduced the 50 megapixel camera sensor. It is this year that Itel introduced the Unisoc T616, a better CPU. It is this year that they introduced AMOLED and curved display. It is this same year that Itel introduced 45 watt fast charging. And finally, it is this year that Itel introduced their first ever 5G device. We can see that they are doing a lot to satisfy all their users lately. So let's stop this hate for Itel. If you are looking to buy a 5G device, should you buy the Itel P55 5G? I have every reason to say yes. It saves you a lot of money. And just in case you want to buy it, be sure to use the link in the description. This is the Itel P55 Plus, the only Itel phone so far that supports 45 watt fast charging. Check it out now and we will see there again.